Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. And as always, my chains be wrapped up in each other. I just can't stand how that looks. I'm sorry, you guys, but I can't deal with that. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta look nice and neat, and I know they probably gonna be raveled up in a second again, but I just feel like they're always the worst right when I wake up. But anyways, so not really a quick update, you guys, but you know, my daughter broke her ankle or whatever, you know, yesterday. I wouldn't say it was hard for her, but she's been laying down. And not really mobile in the daytime. You know what I'm saying? She kind of has her sisters acting as her little minions, telling them what she wants to eat and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They're really helping her, which surprisingly to me, you know, made me really happy, because all of my girls fight like cats and dogs. Like, that's all they do is with each other all doggone day long. So to really see that they are supporting their sister and acknowledging the fact that, you know, she is, in their eyes, seriously injured, just made me feel so good. But anyways, outside of that, y'all, there's a lot going on with Mr. Joe Manchin. You know what I'm saying? He is cutting up there. When I tell you guys he's cutting up, he is cutting up. Wait a minute. What happened? So I am missing some articles here. Hold on. That they erased by accident? Oh no. So all of my I'm sorry, I should have checked it this morning, but I saved some articles. I always save articles that I know I'm going to go over with you guys, and for some reason they just disappeared from my feed. So the good thing is that I did have two that I still wanted to talk to you guys about, but this is regarding the Omicron cases. The Omicron, I don't know how you say it, but the new variant that's going on in Los Angeles County. I'm pretty sure you guys are all seeing how these cases are. It's almost like the pandemic started all over again. Like when they first brought it to the public's attention, what was it, last year in 2020, in the beginning of the year? That's almost what it's looking like right now. I mean, the cases are spreading. The hospitals are becoming overwhelmed again. It says here that Los Angeles County is reporting more cases of the Omicron variant. The county reported 60 cases on Monday, which is a major increase from the 38 total known cases on Friday. This increase mirrors national trends. The CDC announced Monday that Omicron is now the dominant variant in the U.S. and accounted for 73% of the new infections that happened last week. I think that was all from this. Was that all from this? That's all the information? You're just gonna leave us hanging like that? And then it's loading slow. Okay, so maybe it's just the fact that something is going on with the app. Another thing that I did find to be interesting going on in LA School Board fires 500 employees who do not have the vaccine. Okay, it says the Los Angeles Unified School District has fired nearly 500 employees for refusing to comply with the district mandate that they receive the vaccine. Okay, the decision by the second largest school district in the U.S. came in a vote in early December as Angelina Bagdasarian, that's her last name, I'm probably sure I murdered that, Bagdasarian, whatever it is, reports from Los Angeles in this story. Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling everything that they're doing. I'm not feeling people losing their jobs. It's like you again, I've said this many times. I don't want to keep going over the same thing, but most likely that's what I'm going to do. But they're firing people. They're not allowing them to get unemployment benefits. There's no more stimulus as of right now that's going to be coming out. And in terms of the child tax credit, which was the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, the child tax credit for 2022. So, you know, they're negotiating that right now. And, Joe Manchin, I believe he's a representative of West Virginia. He is not for the, what do you call that? He's not for the child tax credit at all. He doesn't want it to be. He wants to change it significantly from what it is. So as from my understanding, I know that they have proposed in this next spending bill to extend the child tax credit for another year. And with that being said, they wanted to also extend the ability for the IRS to give you an advance on them like they've been doing, basically giving you the payments out monthly rather than you receiving it when you file your taxes in 2023 for tax year 2022, if that makes any sense. But Joe Manchin is not having it. It says President Joe Biden's Build Back Better package suffered a major blow when Senator Joe Manchin announced he would not be voting for the current version of a Democrats' agenda. This came after the White House was still trying to decide whether to accept the West Virginia centrist counteroffer, which stripped monthly checks to families. The Washington Post reported on Monday that Manchin last week gave the White House $1.8 trillion counter offer to Biden's Build Back Better agenda. While that offer included a number of Democrats' priorities like universal pre-K and measures to combat the climate emergency, it did not include an extension of the expanded child tax credit that would continue delivering up to $300 in monthly payments to families per child, which was included in the version of the bill passed by the House. Okay, as the Post reported, the climate investments in Manchin's proposal were scaled back from the nearly $600 billion Democrats proposed, and the omission of an expanded child tax credit made it difficult for the White House to accept the offer. So basically, Joe Manchin, there's another article that came out before I read further in this, but there was another article that I read yesterday. Thankfully, I remember it because my phone is tripping today. But there was another article that I read basically where Joe Manchin was saying that he wanted to extend the child tax credit, but just not in the way that the House of Representatives have it written up in the bill. He wanted to make a work requirement. So you have to be working and you have to, I forgot the exact amount of hours or whatever. I don't think there was like an hour requirement, but basically he wants to provide those benefits to people who he feels deserve it. Okay, definitely he wants it to be targeted towards those in low income situations. The income cap that I do remember was $200,000. So he wants to make it to where you have to have been working. Now, whether that's independent contractor work, whether that's you doing DoorDash or Uber, or whether that's you doing what's the other one? A regular job where you receive a paycheck. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read through it all that much. I was hoping to kind of go over that with you guys today, but I do know that there is a work requirement that he has proposed. And of course, like I said, he wants it to be targeted to people who are not wealthy. So the income cap is $200,000 annually. So if you're making anywhere $200,000 and below, then you qualify for the earned income tax credit. That's the only way that he's going to jump on board with passing Biden's agenda. Okay. He says, if I can't go home and explain it to the people of West Virginia, I can't vote for it, Manchin said. I've tried everything humanly possible. I can't get there. This is a no. And I don't know anything about West Virginia, but if I have some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, some subscribers from West Virginia, have y'all seen anything? Any release of statements from Joe Manchin, basically John Manchin, whatever his name is, Joe Manchin, basically saying that he's tried to communicate and that you guys were against it? Because I can't see the way that he's speaking is like as if he held a statewide meeting or some sort and he had a conversation with the people and they said, no, we don't want to expand on the American, the child tax credit advance. I don't think that that's what happened at all. I think that this is something that he just doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? As far as I know, Joe Manchin is supposed to be a Democratic politician, but it's not looking like that. And this is why I say over and over again, I don't trust none of them. I don't give a damn what side you on. I don't care if you're political. I don't care if you're liberal. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care if you're Democratic. I don't trust any of them. Okay. The only difference, and I've said this to you guys before, but the main difference in my eyes, I'm not a politician, you know what I mean? And I generally don't follow politics. Just the pandemic has prompted me to get more involved in what's going on because this stuff actually does affect us. So the only difference in my eyes between Republicans and Democrats is that the Democrats are a lot better at hiding their greediness and their selfishness by pretending to act on behalf of the American people, whereas the Republicans are just like, we don't care. Like they're basically like the thugs in the White House. They say whatever, however they feel, and they've made it known, you know what I'm saying? We are not giving away no money. We don't want to give away no money. We don't care about what's going on with the American people. That's how I feel. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I feel about that particular situation. Following that announcement that blindsided the White House and his Democratic colleagues, the Huffington Post reported on Monday yesterday that Manchin expressed grievances toward the child tax credit included in the Democrats' proposal. According to sources familiar, Manchin said parents would use child tax credit money to buy drugs and workers would abuse the paid family leave program in the legislation to get out of work and go on hunting trips. I had to take a pause because obviously I didn't read this. You know what I mean? I like to go through this stuff with you guys so we can talk about this together. But y'all just read, y'all heard what I said, right? He feels, tell me if that don't sound, I don't want to say racist, but I want to say prejudice. I feel like there's something wrong with that statement. You know what I mean? Like, how can I explain it? Yeah, I'm still stuck on that. Like, how do you, like, how does he know that? It's all parents are going to use their child tax credit money to buy drugs? Everybody is not addicted. I'm not addicted. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that statement, but I think that's damn prejudice. You feel, you just put everybody basically in one box, and you said that you feel like parents would use the money to buy drugs. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that there isn't a national drug crisis going on. We're not going to lie. I'm not going to lie and close my eyes to the nonsense. My eyes are very wide open. So I know that there's an issue, just like there's an issue with homelessness, just like there's an issue with police brutality. There's a lot of issues that we can talk about. But the fact that you're putting parents, you know what I'm saying, in one box to say that you feel like they're going to go and buy drugs instead of taking care of their children. Does that happen? Yes. But are all parents doing that? And I have to talk about that because he's not the first person. I've had some comments on here. I've told you guys I get nasty comments pretty often, but there's plenty of people that hear me. Like at one point, people were saying to me, one person that said to me that they thought that I brought my son into my videos just to get more views. As you guys can see, my son just kind of comes and goes when he wants to. I don't position him. He's a toddler for one. How am I going to train him to come in at a certain time while I'm doing a video just to get views? That makes no sense. Okay. None whatsoever. Or the assumption that I myself am a person who is just sitting at home, not doing anything with her life, and living off of welfare, when the reality is that I have a bachelor's degree. I have a really great work ethic. You know what I mean? When I'm committed, I'm committed. I would not be on here every day, Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? If I was looking for a handout, I am providing a service to the community. But the automatic assumption when people look at me, and we're not going to act like we don't know what it is that they see when they look at me and why they feel that way. So that's why for me, what he said, yeah, I think that's a bit prejudice. And yeah, I think that people should be aware. And that, again, that just pretty much just put the cherry on top of the milkshake for me as to why I don't trust politicians, because they say dumbass stuff like that. I'm sorry, I had to get that out, but that was just ridiculous. The expanded child tax credit in the Build Back Better agenda would have allowed parents to who earn below a certain income to keep receiving the monthly payments. But as of right now, the child tax credit payments have ended as of December the 15th. So unless they get it together and figure out how they're going to do this, honestly, as much as I feel like there are a lot of people who stand to benefit from receiving the child tax credit payments in advance throughout the year next year, I would honestly just be happy if they just expanded the amount of the child tax credit. So that way, even if they do decide that they don't want to do it on a monthly basis, that people can still get those credits when they file their 2022 taxes in 2023. Okay. But yeah, West Virginia, y'all need to get it together with y'all senator, because he talking major ish, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Says on Monday, Manchin reiterated his concern that the child tax credit should go only to families with taxable incomes. And there you have it. Okay, make sure the people that need it get it, he says. They said that he mentioned this on a West Virginia radio news program. If it's a tax credit, you gotta have a W-2 to show that you've worked. So there you go. It's not even, you can't be an independent contractor. You can't do DoorDash, Uber, or anything like that to receive those credits. It has to be W-2. And I think that that's ridiculous. I think that any taxable income, if you're paying taxes on it, you should get the credits. It doesn't matter if you are a barber, you know what I mean? If you are paying taxes on it, if you're paying self-employment tax or whatever it is, I feel like you should be able to get those child tax credits if you have children. But we're going to move off of that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section, because I don't like that statement at all. I'm not for that at all. And if I was in West Virginia, I'd be voting to get his ass the hell out of office, because that's ridiculous. But anyways, we're going to move on. we are going to move on. I definitely don't think that there were so many things that I wanted to tell you guys about. There were some recalls that was going on. I think there was a recall with bread, and all of that stuff just magically vanished from my app. I'm going to see if I can recover it. Maybe I can go over it tomorrow with you guys. But right now, she's not cooperating at all. So moving on, let's check on this emergency SNAP maximum benefits, y'all. I don't think much has changed, but you know, I always say that, and then I get a surprise when I go to look at it. So let me just look right now and see if I notice anything different for emergency SNAP maximum benefits. Hold on. Booyah! And I was right. So we've got 4 states right now that have been approved for January of 2022. With that being said, I think that we're pretty much done with all of the benefits for emergency SNAP maximum benefits for the month of December. I'm going to continue to go over them, especially for those states that still haven't received their payments yet up until December is over. But I'm going to flip this camera around so that you guys can see the information with me regarding the SNAP maximum benefits for January. Okay. Okay, you guys, so hopefully you can see me up here in the corner. I'm going to refresh the screen one more time just to make sure that we have the latest info. All right, so as you can see, I am on the USDA website. Okay, so far USDA hasn't failed us, but here are the 4 states for January 2022. And before you guys go in to ask me about your state, you know, these states will get approved throughout the month. Okay, so I can't tell you in advance if your state is going to be approved. Like I said in yesterday's video, as long as your state hasn't rescinded their state of emergency declaration, most likely majority of the states that were approved for December will be approved for January. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to give you guys that info on those states as they become approved and as this list gets updated. But let's jump into these 4 states right here, starting with Iowa. I don't see the January though. Oh, here it is up here. I'm like, where is it? Okay, at the top. All right, so for Iowa, we've got Iowa right here. For January 2022, we'll be providing the EA, which is the emergency allotment issuance, with the normal monthly issuance between the 1st and the 10th. So January 1st through the 10th, okay, for Iowa. For Oklahoma, right here, Oklahoma, January 2022. Issuance will be run daily, beginning January the 10th through January the 15th. Okay, so January the 10th through January the 15th for Oklahoma. Washington. All right here, we've got Washington State. Okay, and then right under it in here, it says allotments will be made available for those with regular issuance date of the 1st on the 2nd, and then staggered from the 2nd to the 20th, okay, on their regular SNAP benefit issuance date. Okay, so basically from the 2nd to the 20th of the month for Washington. And then last but certainly not least, we have Wyoming. January. All right, for Wyoming, where are you? Right here. So Wyoming generally pays based off of the first initial of your last name. Let me just point it out for you. So this is Wyoming, January of 2022. And the information is in this section right here. Okay, so it says, hold on, let me find it where it begins. Okay, so basically from January the 2nd all the way to January the 5th, based off of the first initial of your last name. So initials A through D, January the 2nd, E through K, January the 3rd, L through R, January the 4th, and then S through Z, January the 5th. And then after that, it goes on to say that new clients are issued the emergency allotments the day after their initial SNAP is approved. Okay, so it gives an example here. If your case was approved on January the 16th, then your emergency benefits would be deposited on the 17th to be available the final day, which is the 18th. Okay. I want to do a quick check really quick to see if anything has changed for pandemic EBT while I've got you guys on the screen. Well, while I got this info on the screen, I should say. Let me just refresh. Okay, so it looks like the same 6 states: Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, New Mexico, and North Carolina. This is for pandemic EBT benefits for this school year, the one that we are currently in, 2021, 2022. Still the same 6 states, okay? So, hold on, y'all. I got to sip something. My tea, my immunity elixir tea. Okay, so anyways, I hope this information was at the least a little bit informational or helpful to you guys in some way. As always, you guys, I want to remind you to smash that like button down below, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Okay, that is absolutely all the information that I have. I promise I will do better tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. I may need to reset my phone, turn it off and turn it on, and maybe those articles will be back in my account. So hopefully, if not, I'm gonna have a heck of a hard time trying to research everything that I wanted to go over with you guys in today's video. But nonetheless, I do think that we got to go over some really great information regarding the changes or the lack of changes that will be occurring within the coming weeks. On that note, you guys, I'm going to say, as always, remember to live, love, and elevate. Don't forget to subscribe to my new channel, which is Live, Love, Elevate 2, for your weekly dose of vlogs, beauty content, and, you know, just overall regular family fun. But at any rate, you guys, I'm going to say live, love, elevate again, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.